Who'd have fucking thunk it?
Yeah, I know, right?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
We're still waiting on... Oh, April's back. Perfect timing, April.
Good timing.
We weren't trying to rush you, but we just figured we'd chat with people while we waited for you, because you were wrangling dogs and cats and
Unfortunately.
plotting theft of Tyler's mom's dogs.
Rightfully so. They're very cute.
They're very cute dogs.
Okay.
They're very fluffy.
I don't need to talk, although
No,
I
you
talk
don't.
a lot, but John needs to talk.
I need to talk.
Yeah.
Well, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday to y'all. Or Wednesday, as it may be in Australia.
In Australia, it's Wednesday.
Not sure how that time works, but
There's
whatever.
so many time zones, John.
There's a lot. There's a
At
lot.
least 6, and I think that's enough to account for that difference.
Sure. So, we're doing some Dragonbane tonight, or today, whatever, sometime of day, afternoon. They've got characters made, and we're gonna see what happens. I have a couple different ideas, but I'm gonna let you all kind of choose which way this is gonna go, and then we'll just kind of expand from there. So let me configure this scene. That's the music.
Do I hear music?
The elevator music, yeah.
Royalty free.
It is. It's absolutely royalty free.
Let me refresh. I'm not hearing music.
That's because there's no music yet. Now, nobody's got any kind of distinguished tokens aside from names just yet, because I only just recently got the artwork and haven't had a chance to really do much with it. So, and I am just recycling a map. So it may look familiar to some people, but we're not doing the actual thing. And hopefully you all can see.
Oh no, the stream viewer can't see.
I moved it over there.
Hang on a second.
Sky vision. Oh. Here, I'll do this. How's that?
Oh my gosh, the music's on. I can't focus.
Kind of a pop, though.
Oh, the only thing I can select is Gavander the Weathered. For the stream viewer, can you give viewership to the DOK-Chuck?
Sure. There we go.
This pocket thing. Refresh! Miracles of live TV. Perfect, thank you. I can see, and so can the stream.
Excellent. Y'all, you're all a bunch of white little faces.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
But you're in this tavern. You can put yourselves where you want. There are people all over in here, and we'll kind of get into that in just a minute. But first, I want to hear who all of you are. Let's have Chuck. We'll have you start us off.
Yeah. The name is Conrad. Conrad Larange. No, I'm sorry. It's not even pronounced. It's Canard. My name is Canard Larange. It's another thing for duck à l'orange. Because I am a mallard fighter. I am angry. I like to drink. I've got a smashy smash thing.
Called a mace, Chuck.
Yeah. And I don't like sleeping indoors. I sleep outside.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Is there anything that makes you angry?
Well, let's see. A lot of things. Pretty much, it's more of a question of what doesn't make me angry. I'm just gonna play.
Do you have a weakness, Chuck?
I don't. No, I didn't take a weakness. I just went with
You
the
should take a
standard.
weakness.
Oh no, I do have a weakness. Yeah, it's the child of the wild. I never sleep indoors.
Okay.
Yeah, and my appearance
Alright.
is I have an icy, penetrating gaze.
Excellent. You know what, Chuck? I'm gonna let you pick who will speak next and introduce their character.
We'll keep it simple. We'll go with Joe.
All right. I am Burkle, the frog person artisan blacksmith. And I guess my weakness is I'm a kleptomaniac and can't stop myself from stealing. So that'll go well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
At
gonna be
least
fun.
I'm decent at it. Kind of. 50% chance. That's decent.
Yeah.
Either you will or you won't.
All right. Anything distinctive about your appearance aside from being a frog person?
Just a big frog guy. Usually holds a massive hammer. He's got leather armor, but it's mainly just a big leather apron that works as armor.
Okay.
And yeah, usually blinks out of sync.
Very cool.
Joe gets to pick now.
All right.
I get to pick.
Joe, pick who goes next.
Jake. I'm just going in order of my Zoom.
I'll be playing Goggart, who is also a mallard fighter, but one with an axe. People tend to tell him that he's very gullible, and he believes them.
I like it. Very good. Who goes next, Jake?
Theron.
I am playing Lothar Lightfoot, and he is a human thief. And I forgot to take a weakness or any attributes, so he's just a dude.
He's just
And
a
he's-
dude.
Yeah,
We'll find out what his triggers are later.
yeah, he's a professional thief. He
Yeah.
steals things.
Sounds-
Not just randomly. Maybe
He's a
targeted
professional.
houses or something. Yeah, he's a professional.
Yeah. Joe's kind of like an amateur. Can't control himself.
More of a compulsive thing
yeah.
than a business thing.
Yeah. All right. And I guess that leaves us with April. April, who you playing?
I am playing Isolde. She is a mage dwarf animist who has a wicked hairstyle, particularly a very curly mullet.
Very nice. I like it. And how is Isolde's demeanor?
She's very pessimistic.
Oh.
The second that anything goes wrong, obviously it's over with and there's no coming back for it and there's no fixing it. And what can you do? So I'm just going to lay here and rot.
Excellent. All right. So you've all, none of you know each other as of yet. You've kind of arrived here at Ye Old Taverny, in a town. It has a name. Technically, the tavern has one too, but you haven't really paid attention. You're all kind of not completely broke, but pretty close to broke. You need some work. You need something that pays, and steady, preferably, or at least if it's going to pay, it should pay well. And everyone, give me an awareness roll. We'll do our first check of the day.
Ultra failed.
You did.
I want to know how. Wait. I want to know how a 19 fails.
Because
What
it's
is
a roll under game. You need to roll under your skill check. So 1 is a critical success, also known as rolling a dragon. A 20 is known as rolling a demon and is a critical fail. You can push rolls in this, but you have to choose a condition, and that basically, and then hit the put. Once you choose your condition, then you hit push roll. And what that means, though, is that because after the condition it lists an attribute, it means that any other checks you do until you've removed that condition, basically it means that you're going to roll with disadvantage on all checks like related to strength or constitution or agility, what have you, depending on what you roll. So
this is a Dan type of game. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I totally read the rules before we started playing today.
were you speaking, Chuck?
Yes, but I was muted. No, I was gonna say there is no Dan game because Dan will roll high on roll under games. I did pass though,
You did.
and I have a token.
Except for, well, Lothar got a demon, and so did Burkle. That's right. I was looking for it. The two of you are very suspicious of the innkeeper. Clearly shifty, maybe poisoning the drinks. You're not sure. But the rest of you, you kind of take it in, and there's a few, looks like probably, common folk in here. But you do see on kind of the north side of the tavern to your left as you come in the door, there look to be about 4 off-duty guards in red garb. And to the south, on the other end of the tavern, there are 4 other guards, but they're wearing green. And they seem to be giving dirty looks to each other across the bar.
I'm just gonna ask the barkeep. Did you poison my shit?
No. Sir, you just walked in the door. You haven't even ordered anything.
I got ahead of myself. If I order something, are you gonna poison it?
No, that would be bad for business, sir. I wouldn't even know how to poison you.
I'm a duck. You just give me some bread with some rat poison pellets in it. It's super easy.
Okay, well, I don't have any of that. I mean, I've got some bread if you'd like bread, but I
don't trust you, mister.
Rat
I don't
poison.
trust you or the goddamn cat you rode in on. You're up to something.
Okay, would you like some soup or something, perhaps? With no bread?
I want beer. It's morning.
Okay.
You gotta have...
No, that'll be a few. That'll be a copper.
I've got silver. I will give him a silver and demand exact change.
And of course, sir. He hands you back nine copper. The other folks, do you want anything?
I will, however, give my beer to Jake's character, because I don't remember Jake's character's name.
Do you have anything that's spoiled recently that's got flies buzzing around it?
No, sir. We run a tight restaurant here. I mean, it's not much of a restaurant. My wife does cooking, but
I'll bring my own then. I'll pull out some meat that's spoiled, that's got flies around it. I'm just picking the flies out of the air.
Did you want anything to drink, sir?
Some water. That'd be great.
You know what? Sure. Timmy, go fetch a bucket of fresh water for the man here.
Thanks.
I'll accept my freely offered ale from another fellow duck person, and I will trust that it hasn't been poisoned or tampered with in any fashion. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bottoms up.
Yep, I'm drinking it.
Lothar, Isolde, anything?
Beer sounds good.
Yeah, I was gonna say a big old mug of ale and a potentially like a breakfast scramble, whatever that may be, like eggs, what have you.
Get a breakfast burrito. Gas station breakfast burrito.
Gas station breakfast
I mean,
burrito with the gas station cheese, please.
We don't really have much in the way of breakfast, but we do have we have the leftover stew from last night that we've kept warm all night, and it's been periodically we add more seasoning and so forth to it. It's still quite good.
You know what? I have heard of that kind of soup before, so I will take a bowl. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay. Potentially get food poisoning, but it's fine.
Just imagine the sodium content in that stew.
That's what the potatoes are for, sir.
What do they call it? Like a forever stew?
Yeah, I've heard of
where
that
they
before.
They just
Perpetual
keep
stew.
boiling and
That was commonly how they did breakfast for a lot of those.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, chat. I, myself, Chuck, always tip, and I always tip well. More than I probably should, because I know how shitty the service staff have it. But fucking Canard here is a dick who doesn't tip. It's acting.
But also really kind of giving yourselves away, because part of your sign off is always tip your bartender.
It is, yeah.
So
Always tip. I always calculate what 15% is and then go up to the, nearest $5 or $10 increment above that. It's I don't want to
So
go
there were some
overboard.
people.
Oh yeah,
that were...
there's there look to be townsfolk in here. Like I said, there are the two groups of and they look to be humans in they actually have swords buckled on, armor, and they're mostly, like I said, glaring at each other from across the bar. You also do see there's a board. Looks like it's got several papers tacked to it.
Can I do any sort of would be myths and legends or whatever to see if I recognize the groups of people, why they might not like each other or why they're eyeing each other weird?
That or barter would also work.
Barter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll do barter. A fail.
A fail? Okay.
Mhm.
You're not sure who they are.
Okay.
I'll order a loaf of bread and then I'll tear it up into chunks and throw the chunks of bread out in front of the service board. And in between eating the bread off the floor, I will look at the service board.
Okay. You see there are 4 notices on the board. Let's see. Roll me a d4 there, Jake. Let's see which one you read first.
All right. 4.
All right. This one, it's heavy scrawl. Looks like whoever wrote this, maybe not the best penmanship, not the best spelling. But it's Ned help. Munster kill cows. Reward what can.
I'm sure I could kill some cows. I'll take the notice down. No problem, Ned. I got you covered.
Okay. The rest of you do see that that a duck has approached the board and taken a notice off.
Are we killing cows? Is that what I heard?
Oh, yeah. Look, Ned needs help from a Munster. I imagine that I'm quite the professional Munster myself. Kill cows. I can do that easy. I have an axe.
Well,
Is Munster not a type of cheese?
how's it spelled?
I believe it is.
So what if they want Munster because their cows were killed?
Munstar.
Munstar. Oh, it's like Space Jam.
Well, maybe we can get more details from Ned.
Yeah. All right, let's go talk to Ned. All else fails, we'll kill his cows and call it a day.
I'll leave a copper on the bar for the bread, and I will create for myself a trail of bread to eat as I walk along.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Or is anyone checking out the rest of the board or anything?
Sure. See what other stuff's on there.
Sure. Roll me a d4. And if you get a 4, we'll roll again.
Dose.
Okay. This one is a notice from a someone by the name of Pamela. Pamela owns identifies herself as an apothecary, and she's looking for people to acquire ingredients and reagents for her apothecary shop.
Okay.
And she has like an address written on there for like you're guessing where you can find the shop.
Okay. So someone needs help with cows and someone needs help with apothecary ingredients.
Ooh, I like apothecary ingredients. Well, we can go deal with the cows and then maybe we can go check out the apothecary ingredients.
We can do both.
Because I would very much like some cheese.
You know,
I'd
I
like some
What other
money.
things are on this board?
You want to read the other two?
Yeah.
All right. So the one right next to that one, do you want the first one or the third one? 1 or 3, Joe?
Let's do one first.
All right. One looks a little bit different than the others. It looks like it's hard to say. It's very, very well done penmanship. You're not even sure somebody like hand wrote this. Like the others look like they were handwritten. This looks like something else. Let's see. What's your profession again?
I'm an artisan blacksmith.
Okay. Either this is someone you're kind of reminded like of a stamping almost, like it was somehow they
Like a press.
yes
that's impressive.
it is.
Haha.
And it says looking for adventurers for an expedition into the great unknown. Meet me in Cliff's Edge. Ask for Mac.
Mac.
Yep. Cliff's Edge is so little background on the world. Well, actually, give me a myths and legends. Let's see how much you know.
Let's see. I don't know. Oh, actually,
No, that's super good.
no, it's a good succeed.
So, you know a bit about the world. You know that far to the west is a great ocean, and nobody's really. Sailors have gone out and tried to go into the deeper seas, but they haven't really found anything yet. Maybe a handful of islands, but nothing really populated. Most of the sailing on the western edge is done by coastal vessels. To the east is a cliff, a massive cliff that runs the length of the continent that everyone lives on. It goes down further than anyone's ever been able to determine. They call it the edge of the world, and it's just an empty expanse into nothingness. And Cliff's Edge is right out there. It's a town built on the edge of the cliff and down into the cliff.
Okay. That sounds cool.
Yep.
Do people go down into it very often? What I know?
Not terribly often. In Cliff's Edge, they do. In other towns that might be built along there. But it is, risky to do the mining there. It's a bit unstable and that sort of thing. But yeah, people do make a living out there. To kind of, and there's several various kingdoms right now. And now you're able to place where you recognize the uniforms from. Because right now you're kind of in a kind of neutral territory. To the north is it's one kingdom, and to the south is another kingdom. Both, well, not even really kingdoms, really just lands controlled by different noble families, and they don't like each other. And that's who's sitting in the bar there, is a couple groups of guards from each of those.
Okay.
And then the last note is written in a fairly nice and flowery like calligraphy, and basically says, "Looking for experts in monster trapping. We'll pay top dollar for claimed monsters."
Okay.
Or top coin. And give some directions as to like where to go.
I'll take all these papers and kind of meet up with the rest of the group and show everyone.
Okay. Have y'all met each other?
I think it's established canon that Jake and I know each other.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
We fought together in the Great
wasn't
Foul
sure if we knew
Wars.
each other or not yet.
I'm okay if all of us know each other.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Oh man, I'm just around for the cheese.
Well, damn it.
Cheese obsession.
Let's go kill some cows. And even if there's not cheese, we can take their milk bags and use that to make our own cheese.
I mean, yeah.
So, why don't we talk to Pamela first and see what ingredients she needs? So when we're going around doing other stuff, if we find it, then we'll know it. And then we could also talk to the monster trapping person and see what they're looking for. And then we'll go out to the cows.
I gotta tell you, I'm not so great at monster trapping.
We don't have to.
Well, I
do it.
mean, one would just imagine you set something that a monster would like to eat out, in the way, and then when they come around to eat it, you kill the monster.
I will point out the monster trapping one is not in this town. That one, the directions given are to a different town, to the south.
Okay, so we'll do the other jobs in order to build up some revenue. Use the revenue to get some equipment, then take the big job.
Yeah.
I like it.
I want to know what's going on with the cliff's edge.
I heard that if you go stand on the cliff's edge, you can see where the dome connects.
The firmament.
As you're kind of heading towards the door, you do hear the sudden scrape of chairs scooting back, and angry shouts of, "What'd you say? What are you staring at? Would you like to become involved?" Doesn't seem like it's directed at any of you.
Yeah, I look back. If it's not directed at us, I just want to yell out like, I heard them say that your commander likes sniffing halfling toes.
And duck out.
And duck out.
Get it? Duck out.
I can't.
I didn't even know it when I said it, and then I said it. And I was like, yep.
Yeah, let's go fight a cow.
That's foul.
All right, so you're gonna go. Are you going to the farm first, or are you going to?
I think we're going to the apothecary first and see what they want, and then we can just kind of keep an eye out for it while we're going out to the farm.
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right, so you go to the apothecary, and you see her shop, whose name escapes me at the moment because I've written things down. But anyway, you go inside. There's a older, maybe middle-aged human woman shuffling about in her little shop. There's jars. There's dried flowers, there's fresh plants, dried plants, all kinds of things. Tinctures, tonics, potions.
I
Did you need stuff?
Are you here about my message on the board?
I'll hold up the paper.
Ah, yes. I am looking for folks to go retrieve some of the more esoteric, exotic ingredients that I sometimes need. Specifically, if you're interested. Are you interested?
Maybe.
Well, we don't have a lot of money, so we can't really afford esoteric stuff.
Oh, you not asking you to go and purchase. Get it from the wild.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Well, there's a cave a few kilometers north of here.
how many miles is that?
1 or 2.
You less than whatever it is in kilometers.
Okay.
And I need. There's a type of glowing mushroom that's found in the cave, and I'll need you to retrieve as much of that. And she shows you like a picture of the mushroom. However,
It's not
there are
glowing.
things that. What?
It's not glowing in the picture.
Well, they haven't figured out how to make things glow in books yet.
Oh.
I heard you could use the same stuff that you used for the instrument panels in airplanes. Just
Like
make
you?
sure to brush your teeth. Sorry. Hey, you were saying there's shit in the caves?
Yes, I would suggest being careful. There are some things that like to feed on them,
Okay.
so they might be a little protective of it. But you look like a well-organized and capable group.
Sure.
And I will give you 5 silver per full mushroom cap and stem that you return to me.
Okay. We
That sounds
might
fair.
go that way. Which direction is this cave relative to where the farm is?
It's so the farm is going to be to more or less the west, and the cave is I'm sorry. The cave is east, and the farm is to the northwest.
Okay. So
Those
not
are-
on the way.
Yeah.
Which way? And the cliffs were to the far west.
east.
Oh, the east. Okay.
Yep.
So I guess we'll do this first, and then go
Wait.
on our way.
I switched those. I don't know. Whatever.
They're different
You
directions.
should go to the farm first. That's what the GM says.
Let's go
That's
to the
what I
farm
had a
first.
map for because
Well, that and those cows, every day that they live, I heard they grow like 16 centimeters. And so if we wait, they're just going to be bigger.
How much is 16
Okay.
centimeters in miles?
I think like 2, maybe 3.
Oh my god, we've got to do something about this.
Yeah, it can really escalate.
Mm.
when you return,
All right.
perhaps I'll give you a book on basic farm animals.
Oh, that'd be neat.
It's free.
Are you saying that we don't know how to read?
No, not at all. Why would I give you a book if you didn't know how to read?
Maybe it's a picture book?
I like picture
It does
books.
have pictures.
Well, we already know everything about cows, so I guess
Yeah.
we need to learn about other animals.
Like
Yes.
That'd be good.
sheep and goats
Mhm.
and children.
Those are usually often on farms. That is true.
And horses. We need to know what can you tell us in case we encounter a horse?
They can run quite far for quite a long time.
Okay. So like snares and trip stuff.
That's, I guess, one way of doing it.
Perfect. All right, let's go.
So we're doing the farm first, then the apothecary, then the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
To the
so
farm.
to the farm. It doesn't take you very long to reach the farm. It's on the outskirts of the town. And, you see open pastures, but you also see a little farmhouse. There's a little barn. You see there's a pen kind of behind that. So where are you going? Like farmhouse or?
Probably straight to the farmhouse, unless we see like the farmer guy out in the field.
Give me an awareness roll.
Okay. I failed.
All right.
I'm just gonna go to the farmhouse.
Yeah, fine.
I'll follow along.
There's a door.
I knock.
Okay. Couple, few seconds go by and you hear someone approach the door, and an older woman opens the door. Well, it's hard to say if she's an older woman. She looks kind of bedraggled. There are like 4 children of varying ages in there with her. Some of them are hanging on the dress. One of them's, clamped onto an arm. And she's like, "Hello."
Hi, we're here for your cow problem.
Yeah, where's
Yeah,
Ned?
is Ned here?
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll call for him in a second. I'm glad you're able to read my note. Writing's not really my thing, but Ned, he can't write at all. He can't read at all either, for that matter. And she's just like, "Ned!"
Did you guys ever read Game of Thrones?
No, how do you play it? Is it like chairs?
It kind of like chairs, but whoever plays Ned gets the special twist ending at the end of the first game.
And a few minutes later, you see a tall, broadly built human of somewhere between 35 and 137 approaching. It's hard to tell. His skin is made out of leather. He has old farmer look about him. He's approaching. And what's that?
I thought you meant actual leather for a second.
I'll keep that in mind. Note to self.
It's a leather golem.
Leather face over a human face.
Listen,
Oh.
if you have a leather golem in your game and you don't name it Leather Daddy, you're doing it wrong.
When he's been stained. Yeah. Anyway.
Leather golem is the most cursed. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't speak, it just has a zippered mouth, and even if you unzipper it, it still goes.
As soon as you open up that zipper, it starts yelling pineapple for some reason, and I don't know why.
Oh my god.
Yeah, something. So, can I help you folks?
We're here.
Yeah, cow problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold up the note.
Yeah, I
Whoa.
guess you could say I have a bit of a problem. Something's killed several of my cattle, and now it looks like they killed a bunch of my horses.
Oh.
Oh, so we're too late then.
No, you're not too late. It might be. You might want to check out where the horses are. I think. Yeah, that just happened most recently. Something, I don't know what's coming through. We ain't seen nothing, but they're torn to pieces.
There was a slight misunderstanding. We thought we were here to kill your cows, so we can overcome this. This is a workable obstacle. The real question is, in addition to our pay, we do demand some cheese.
Oh, that would be so nice.
I don't got much to pay you, but I could put a roof over your head for the night and feed you a meal or two.
Is
Do you
the
have cheese?
Cheese?
I am kidding, and there's definitely gonna be some cheese.
deal?
they say we only work for cheese.
We work for cheese.
We work.
Bread and
We
cheese.
are actually
That's the title of
1,000
the-
mice in a trench coat.
Very specific about that.
See, that's what we need for the Friday game, Chuck. That'll be the title of that game. Is we work for cheese.
Mm.
But yeah, kind of. He's like, come with me, and he's like, over there's the horse pen if you want to go check it out. Otherwise, I can show you where the cows were. Those we butchered up right away. We're still working on the cows, and then we got to get to the horses.
Well, you said we should look at the horses, so we'll look at the horses. I just need a moment to get ready as I make sure all of my armor is well secured. My shield is properly strapped to my forearm, and my bashy bash is in hand, ready to go.
Okay. Give me just a moment while I get the scene set up here. And because I don't really have a great way of... Okay. Yeah, because... Why is that?
What did you break?
Nothing. I'm fixing it so that you all can see stuff when I drop you in here.
Seeing things. And that is absolutely correct there, John in chat instead of John in game. The Rodent Golem and the Leather Daddy. That is a great adventure name. And yeah, I think we got to do a Secret Mouse Ritter campaign for that.
1,000 mice in a trench coat.
Yeah, like, it's just some Gundam shit. There's the one smart mouse that pilots all the others. It's like the ultimate rat king. Yeah.
I kind of think my ring light is about to die because it's doing like this weird not flickering thing. I can't tell. It's kind of bugging me out.
Uh-oh.
I know.
You mentioned that. I'm like, oh, I have a ring light.
That's why I'm making faces.
Okay. That's fair. While John's fixing that, I can tell a story.
Please do.
Last night, Dan and I went up to Adam's place to give Jeremy's dad a demo of Skin City. And Jeremy's dad, great guy, I've played a few games with him. He's very quiet and very reserved and just doesn't talk a lot. He's just there thinking. But then you can definitely tell, like, oh yes, you are Jeremy's dad because of that really fucking wild thing you just said. So like last night, while we were playing, the party's target was there was a notorious thief in Skin City that Vertebrus Major wanted stopped. And this thief specialized in stealing food from children. And so the party had to stop him. And that thief was in fact the Hamburglar. So at the first McDonald's the party went to, Jeremy's dad collected a bunch of teenage employees and stuffed them into the back of their Volkswagen Beetle because his special ability was a bodybuilder. So he's like, those are spare parts because he can, you know, disassemble people to repair other skeletons' flesh suits. Yeah.
Okay.
Skin City. Back it on Kickstarter right now. All right, put the link in there.
I was gonna say, is there a command?
There is. It's Skin City. Altogether.
Why?
I beat you to it.
Damn.
Why no
Damn.
view?
I can see that the viewer exists.
All right. Can you see your? If you click on your character, Chuck, can you see anything?
I just see the square highlighting my character.
Good. All right.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, I see things. I see a bunch of dead horses.
You do. All right.
All is
There we go.
right.
Because it's daylight, and that's supposed to just be a fence. I think it reads it as a wall. Anyway, yes, you see a pen and some dead horses and a pile of dirt in a corner, and that's what you see before you.
Okay.
I'll investigate the pile of dead horses to see if there's anything. To see if there's any way of determining how exactly they may have died.
Sure. Just open the gate here.
Yep.
Right.
I would like to proceed with him to give
Okay.
him coverage just in case those horses aren't actually dead.
Fair enough. So you move up. Show me which horse you're moving up to.
I can't, as I can't see anything.
You may need a refresh, Jake.
Okay, good. Is wondering if it was perhaps broken.
Mm-mm.
I need to log in order to access the game.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
boy.
He's going to go check out the one on the right
Okay.
because I feel like that's the most dangerous one because the left is the safest.
All right. Give me a. What about the rest of you while Jake is refreshing and logging back in?
Well, I am standing guard at this horse, ready to smash this horse.
There we are.
A horse, a horse. Fuck this goddamn horse.
Can the rest of you see your token in the map?
Yes.
Okay. Then
And
feel
now I
free
can
to
see the
move
map.
around in there. I made this map myself. You see how much work I put in?
I am colliding
dead
with
horses
walls.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be fences, so you have to go
Oh,
through
okay. I see. Damn, kind of a shame.
that you couldn't hop the fence.
I mean, yeah, but also the dead horses. But I mean,
Yeah.
I guess.
Whatever did this clearly must be studied.
It's far more dangerous than any ordinary horse.
It is.
All right. What about Lothar and why are there so many canards on the field? Joe, do you have a token on here?
No, I don't see one.
Okay, let me try that again.
You
Yeah,
can.
because
I thought I was buried, but I'm not. I don't see me.
I see my token, but my whole background is like totally dark. I don't know what's going on.
You need a refresh.
Okay, for some reason, every time I grab Joe's token to drag it over, it changes it to Chuck's.
That's weird.
But when I
link
double click on
mine?
it, it says it has your character sheet.
Wait.
Did you accidentally link mine to Chuck? Or
Nope,
something?
it just
Do I need
somehow got. I'm just gonna change the name because it's linked to the right one and everything.
well, if I do prototype token on mine, it has the wrong name.
All right. Hit refresh, Joe. I think you're fixed now. And then all right. And yeah, Theron,
There we
can you see your character yet?
I'm currently refreshing it to sign back in.
It wouldn't be a first session without some technical difficulties.
Okay,
This is
I
the
see
way.
that. That's a lot of dead horses.
A lot of dead horses.
Are there lots of flies?
There are lots of flies.
Nice.
Awesome. I'm digging in.
Okay, you have to go through the gate. You have to move over one and then forward.
Where others see tragedy, Joe sees opportunity.
That's right. Those that have moved
snacking
up to a horse, you may give me a healing roll or hunting and fishing.
That's success.
All right. Who succeeded? I think just Jake.
I did.
All right. It appears from the angle of the cuts, because it looks like something has cut the hooves off. There are slices in the skin, but they don't appear to they don't look like they were done more with like a single stroke, more of a sword perhaps, or definitely not claws.
Hmm.
And it looks like the hooves on many of the legs have been severed very cleanly.
Whatever killed this killed it with intelligent acumen and went after these no longer existent hooves for no doubt some nefarious hoof-related purpose. We're dealing with an expert horse killer here.
They're making glue. That is.
Holy shit. You know who needs that much glue? A fucking kindergarten teacher. We're hunting for a kindergarten teacher.
Their name is Elmer's.
What they're eating?
Oh no.
Is there? So you're looking at. So that's what you gathered looking at these couple of horse bodies, in the front here. What else are you doing?
I will patrol the perimeter of this fence,
Okay.
looking for clues that may or may not be in the form of a hole in the top left corner.
Give me a spot hidden.
That is a skill.
Looks like a big mound of dirt.
All right. I fail.
Okay, there's a big mound of dirt over there. Might be a big old pile of manure for all you know.
Listen, one of these
From
horses.
this distance, you're not
really
seeing
had his shit.
anything. Yeah.
Well, obviously, there's no clues here.
Would anyone else care to look, or are you just taking Kennard at his word?
Do I
I
still,
will look as well.
I'm absolutely taking Kennard at his word.
That's
course
right.
you are.
do I need to make a roll to hop the fence? I think I was
No.
still.
Yeah. You want to get outside the fence, Darren?
I want to try to get inside the fence.
Oh, let me move you in. There you go.
Yeah, when I tried it before, it was saying that I was running into an obstruction.
Yeah,
but
because
that-
I used a wall tool and I made the map.
It's a very nice
Thank you.
That's a nice map.
It took me like hours.
map.
Oh, at map making. Anyway,
What was Chuck telling us?
he has declared that there's nothing else here.
They're just some
you could
horse
give me,
apples.
hunting and fishing roll to see if there's any tracks or anything.
That's what I rolled and succeeded on.
Okay. So Burkle, you do notice that there are some tracks. They're very unusual. They're whatever it was bipedal, but it definitely doesn't look like any kind of kin tracks that you're familiar with. And there seems to be they seem to be kind of heading off in this direction towards the dirt mound.
Hmm.
And you also see there's now that you're looking, it looks like there's more of like a drag trail. Like something large was dragged across the grass.
Gross. I want to look at that I want to investigate the dirt mound more.
Okay. Give me a spot hidden.
Yeah. Fail. I want to push it.
All right. Yeah, choose your condition.
Disheartened.
All right, success.
A pass.
You do see that there is a part of a horse hoof and leg sticking out of the dirt. It is covered in dirt, but you can make out that it's there. You could grab it.
Ew. I'll pull it out.
All right. You pull it out, and yeah, it's like a severed horse leg. And as you're standing there looking at it, you hear kind of a scuffling and a scratching. The earth seems to be moving, and two things burst out of. I have to move you there for just a second, Joe. Like claw their way up through the ground And now, if John can remember, how he shares that to. Oh. Do.
I remembered things once. It was a terrible day.
And they look like this.
Okay.
Ooh.
I
I
do
don't
like their
like that-
capes.
I don't look like that. It looks like there's a butthole behind it.
And we're going to go into some initiatives. So I'm just going to add you all to the tracker and we'll get going on this.
Gotta fight these butt mites.
Butt mites. Butt mites.
Oh.
Ant-Man
Oh,
defeats Thanos. 2024 colorized.
Right?
Oh no.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. So it looks like the first one to react is Goggart.
Oh boy.
So these things have tunneled up. They're at least human-sized.
Big
Well, they're going to be at
beetles.
least half human sized by the time I'm done with them. Let's see. My movement is says 10, but I believe the book says 8. 2, 3, 4.
No,
Five.
it's 10 because it's also adjusted for your agility.
Oh, that's right.
It's basically a base and then it gets modified by other things. So yeah, you can move and
Yeah, so I'm going to move up to the fella on the north side of the map, I suppose.
Okay.
And take a swing at him with my axe.
Alrighty. That is a critical.
Oh, dang.
So you can choose your
Damn.
critical effect, double weapon damage, or take a free attack against another enemy that's within range. Which I don't think you have one. So I would say the double weapon damage would probably be pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah.
And you slam your axe into it. And this thing has a tough armored shell. But that is still enough to kill this one. Can I just do that? Yeah, that one's dead. All right. So a great opening shot, Goggart. Lothar, you are up.
Try to stab the remaining one.
Go for it.
How do I do a attack roll? Is that just the main page?
Yep.
Okay, dagger in the roll.
Now it'll probably pop up with a dialogue box asking you how you want to attack, because there is stuff that you can do to try to pierce like heavier armor foes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like slip the dagger through the carapace somewhere.
Okay.
Or chitin or whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool that it gives you the option between like slash and stab and everything. So I'm gonna try to stab it.
Okay. That's a hit.
Sweet.
All right. All right. And you just did the stab, right? Not the armor penetrating one?
Yeah, just the standard stab.
Okay. So your standard stab, you went to stab it and your knife just like deflects off the armor.
Sure.
All right. Next up is Isolde.
All right. I am going to try and cast Ensnaring Roots at this last fella here.
That's a success.
And then I don't think I really want to move any closer, so I think I will just keep it trapped in place.
Okay. So what's Ensnaring Roots do?
Ensnaring Roots, I had it pulled up for half a second. I believe it is. Ensnaring roots. The victim is ensnared by roots and branches and is unable to move. Breaking free requires an evade roll.
And it can do that on its turn. Okay. All right, so technically it is this one's turn. And let's see, it has Burkle or Lothar to attack. Lothar just, stabbed ineffectually at it with its dagger, so it's gonna go after it'll go after Burkle. And
Would it have to attempt to escape the roots first?
I'm sorry, what did the description say again?
Let me pull it. They are ensnared by roots and branches and are unable to move. Breaking free requires an evade roll.
Okay. And let's see. It succeeds. That's the closest I have to an evade. So now it's going to attack. Roar. All right. So it's going to slam Burkle with a rock hard claw. Burkle, instead of so if you'd like, you can attempt to dodge the attack, or you can attempt to parry it. Parrying it will possibly inflict damage upon your parrying weapon, but dodging is a little different. But it basically eats up your next action.
Okay. I want to parry.
Okay.
How do you do that?
You are going to parry. It's basically part of your action. You're basically going to roll whatever you're using your hammer. So you're going to roll your hammer skill.
Mm-hmm.
And if you succeed, you successfully parry.
Okay.
All right, so you succeed.
Cool.
So what happens is that I roll a d10, 5 points. Okay, and your what's the durability on your hammer? Should be on the main page. Should be dur.
Durability 12.
12? Okay. Yeah, it does not do anything to your hammer. Your hammer is quite sturdy.
So is it like if it does more than whatever my durability is, does it break it?
Yep.
Or
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. So you're able to parry as it slams this big claw hand into your hammer that you blocked, because it was aiming for your face. So and then it is your turn, Burkle.
Cool.
But you parried, and I believe that eats up your action.
Oh, does it? So what else can I do?
You can move, but that's about it.
Okay. I'm gonna move up.
Okay.
Just be closer. Or I guess I'm already.
Yeah.
I want to move like here.
Okay. That's fine. All right. And then
That'll be my turn then.
Yep. And then that takes us to Canard.
Okay. Do the horses or my allies impede my movement?
No.
Okay.
Well, the horses might, but your allies probably not.
Okay. So I've got a movement of 8. I can go diagonal up and then one over, and it will land me right there.
Okay.
I just have to dance around Goggart for a second.
Yep. You attacking this thing?
Yeah.
All right.
I will hit it with my bashy ball stick. Hang on a
You wanna push
second.
that?
I didn't do a good job. Let's see. Yeah, I am going to push it. I'm going to push it
You're good.
angrily.
Okay.
No,
All right.
I missed that by 2.
You did. All right. Here we go. There. But
Did John just freeze up?
I think so.
He did.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Kennard, you have a chance for redemption.
Oh, good. You're back. No, you're not.
No.
My internet connection is unstable.
All right. Yeah. Okay. There you seem to be back.
Yep.
What's my chance for redemption?
Your chance for redemption is that you are now first in the initiative.
Kick ass. Then I am going to redemptify myself all over this thing's face with a Morning Star Bash.
Do it. You can push.
Yeah, I'm going to push. I'm going to be disheartened that I keep fucking missing.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
God damn it. Nope.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Lothar, you're next. Now, if you want to backstab it, you can spend willpower to use your backstabbing ability.
That's what I think I might try to do.
You have to manually
How do
roll
you
the
get willpower?
backstab damage. But what's that?
How do you get willpower?
You just regain it like health every night,
Okay.
and then there's like, you can do like different kinds of rest, and there's like a once per day, like in combat, you can roll a d6 to recover some willpower. But basically, you start every day kind of fresh. So
So it's not when I'm rolling for the attack that I do the willpower addition. It's when I roll for damage.
Yep.
Okay. And to try to get through its armor, would I choose to find a weak spot instead of just a normal stab?
Yep.
Okay. That's what I did wrong last time, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage. You'll probably need to roll an extra die for the backstab. Might have to like open the description.
Yeah. I think that's under professions. Potentially. Heroic ability.
Still seeing. I was just making sure I wasn't frozen up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
the number of dice rolled for the damage is increased by 1. So yeah, you'd roll an extra d8.
Extra D8. Okay. I just found the description within that. I was trying to check the PDF character sheet.
Yep, no worries.
Hey, that did a
Total of
lot.
15, and it's ignoring the armor. So that is a good solid hit. All right. And then that takes us to Burkle.
Cool. I want to hit it.
Please do. That hits.
I hit it. 7 damage.
All right. You crack it again. The armor gives way a bit, but it's still up. All right. And then Gogurt.
Well, if it's still up, I want to knock it down. I will position myself for a strike, and I will strike.
Okay. You can move.
Or I won't. I will push it and become angry.
As you do.
And I failed. Now I'm just mad.
You are now just mad. All right, its turn. Let's see. It's got... So Isolde is the only one technically out of the way there. And I'm going to first click the monster attack to see what it does, because sometimes it does something that affects everyone, and sometimes it just targets one person. So, all right, so double strikes. Strikes in. Ooh, okay. So, got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got 4. So Lothar is 1, Canard is 2, Gogurt is 3, and Burkle is 4. So coming at Lothar, and Lothar, you've already gone this round, which means that you're not able to dodge out of the way as it slashes at you twice. But if you have armor, you do get to take that armor off of each of these slashes. So the first one does 2 points. And the second one does 7. But you get your armor off of both.
Don't believe I even have any armor. Not at the moment.
You might not.
Yeah.
So 9 total then.
I'm hurting. I have
Yeah.
3 hit points.
Yeah. It put down some ouchie.
Gotta apply that to my character sheet though.
Oh, just click on where your hit points are. There's like on your character sheet, there's a bunch of little dots. Just left click and I'll fill them in.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. All right. And then that takes us to Isolde.
Sweet Jiminy, I have good timing. I might move up a smidgen,
Sure, sure.
and then that's just my movement, correct? So I can
Mhm.
still have an action.
Yep.
I think I will cast Lightning Flash at this thing.
Okay. So that's a success. So first roll your primary damage on it.
So that is 6
points.
damage for that one.
Which seems to hit it in the carapace, but it's still up. However, there is a secondary roll a d4.
A d4?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Roll 2d4.
2d4? Did I just do that wrong?
No.
Cool.
I'll double check the spell, but so give me just a second to double check. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Random target within 2 meters.
Whoops.
That does 2d4. So Theron, take another 7.
Oh no.
I am down. I am at -4 with that.
Yeah, you're at 0. You're not dead.
Whoops.
Yet.
Kitty.
Yes.
And Isolde, you're up again.
Oh, God damn it.
Oopsie.
I don't believe. Would I be able to do like a basic healing check
You
on?
could.
Okay.
You have to move over to him, but yeah, you could do a heal check on Lothar.
Lothar. Okay.
I climb.
She does. She is very much a shoulder cat. Ooh, I might push that.
Okay.
Because I'm a bit angry. I just am, you know what? I give up.
Yeah, fair.
You know what? It's all my fault. I don't know how I'll ever be able to repent for this.
All right, Burkle.
Yep. I smack with hammer.
Excellent.
I
That's
hit
it.
with hammer. I deal 10 damage with
10
hammer.
damage. That is enough to drop it.
Crunch.
We
Indeed.
did it.
You did do it. If other people want to try a heal on Lothar, they may.
I don't know how to do that, but I'll try.
You can roll healing. This isn't skills are not locked if you're trained. You can just try any of the skills.
I'm going to grab a big handful of dirt and also try and help heal.
Awesome.
Like a
How
Tom
often do you
Jerry
recover
character
your conditions?
that's zapped.
When you take like there's little buttons for on your character sheet on the main page. I believe, let's see. Yeah, so the first one on the left is a round rest that lets you recover D6 willpower. The second one is a stretch rest, which heals a D6 hit points and a D6 willpower in a condition of your choice. So that's like a 15-minute rest.
Okay.
I'll take
Anyone
some
else?
healing as well.
Okay.
We're all going to heal you.
I'm going to try.
I don't know about
power
you,
of
but I'm
Yeah, I'm
sitting
gonna
on the
try
ground
again.
crying.
On him.
Also, Agnar, Lothar,
Almost.
you can attempt to rally yourself and attempt to patch yourself up, I believe.
To be fair, that is still your name on Zoom.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Ognar and both are pretty darn close too.
Yeah.
All right. Then in that case, Theron, give me there's a little thing on your character sheet for death save.
Death save. Can I try to rally myself, or that's actually?
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
death save?
That is what is it? You'd think with the number of times it's come up.
I don't know.
All right. Rally. All right, so okay, so rally is persuade check and to try to keep you fighting. You can even try to rally yourself rolling against your will with a Bane, which means you roll 2 dice and keep the lowest.
Which die is it? Is it
Yeah, a D20.
D20? Okay.
If you click your will, it should highlight and should be clickable. It should be able to roll it for you.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
There we go.
Okay. That will give you back a D6 HP. Technically, you're not supposed to be able to do it that way, but I prefer to do it this way because sometimes your friends fail you.
Just some friendly fire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get 4 HP back. Look at that. It's like that one time that I plugged in our coffee bean grinder and it almost killed me.
Now give me a so you survived. Give me a con roll. So just like the will power roll, just click on your con and let's see what you get. Oh, okay. No, no severe injuries, no scars.
That's too
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, one time I went to plug in our coffee bean grinder, like early in the morning on a weekend, and it like the outlet like detonated, and it melted one of the metal prongs like halfway.
Nice.
And I didn't need coffee to wake up after that.
Yeah.
One would imagine.
Yeah.
And all right, so you've killed these things. No one has taken an opportunity to do like myths and legends to identify them,
I have not.
but someone could if they're so inclined.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? I guess is basically my question.
I will
I want to do
study
the myths and legends.
these creatures as well. Because I am smart and not angry at all. Obviously, these are horse larvae.
I am both angry and smart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That means
Anyone
I
else?
don't know anything.
I'm angry and not so smart. I'll try.
I mean, there's no penalty for trying.
Yeah. I tried
Oh,
once.
I failed with a demon. Hooray.
Yep.
Oh,
You
no.
completely misidentified them.
Hey,
Yeah, these are
Well,
horse
Lothar knows
larvae.
what the
You're
fuck
right.
it is. Lothar, these are what are known as beetlekin. They normally live underground. Normally, they're pretty peaceful. The dwarves have occasionally had encounters with them. But yeah, they can tunnel through earth and stone. But yeah, normally they're not aggressive. Weird that they would be killing cattle and horses.
Hmm. Well,
and
some...
almost me.
Yeah.
You're also guessing that there were probably more originally. It might be that these two were left behind to just keep collecting carcasses.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
no.
this stinks to high heaven. I'm ready to go down in there and kick the crap out of these. What were they called again?
Horse larvae.
Dung beetle?
That's right.
Yeah, what Chuck said.
Yeah, dung horses. I'm gonna get them.
Well,
There's a
before we...
hole. There is a hole that is definitely person size that you could like go down
Yeah.
into if you were so inclined.
Well, before we go down there, let's take ourselves a strong sit.
Okay.
That sounds nice.
All right.
Strong sit, absolutely.
Okay. And I think there, go ahead. Are you taking a like a stretch rest or do you want a shift rest?
I was...
Shift rest is gonna let you recover everything, but it'll be a few hours. A stretch rest is a little bit longer. It's a little bit shorter, and lets you recover some willpower and some HP and get rid of a condition.
And if you use
stretch
your
sounds fun.
special token, you get to clear out too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with a stretch rest.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a little button on your sheet. You can click for it, and it'll just automatically roll the stuff.
All right. I'm good to go.
Okay.
I really
You're gonna
wonder
go-
if you guys can hear her purring because she's being very loud right now.
Oh, we cannot. Sadly, Zoom is
No.
filtering it out.
Damn.
All right. So that's all I have prepared for today, but I will do up some stuff for next time, and we'll
Nice.
continue this one. That'll be fun.
Yeah. We
So,
did
yeah.
it. First session
so this-
down.
First session down. I hope the viewers have enjoyed it. It's a little bit shorter than some of our other ones, but we got a little later start, so
Yeah.
we'll see. But if you like us streaming this one on Sundays at about this time, let us know, and we'll keep doing it.
Yeah. This was a test.
Yeah, we just wanted to see what the interest level would be for
Yeah.
people watching it on a Sunday.
Yeah.
But welcome to Dragonbane. What'd y'all think?
It's good.
I like it.
Yeah.
It seems like it'll be
Alexis.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and matter of fact, we'll do some quick
Exponents.
XP. All right, so you all get on your skill tab on your character sheets, you can click. So you get to pick one skill. Just click the box, because you participated in the game session. You get a point for that. You explored a new location. I'll give you a point for that. You defeated one or more dangerous adversaries. I'll I'll give you a point for that. You didn't really overcome any obstacle without using force, but that's okay. And if you felt, I always let this be a player-driven one. Do you feel that you gave in to your weakness? If you feel that you did, via role play or what have you, go ahead and take another point for that.
Okay. And we just check the boxes.
Yep, you check the boxes. Once you've checked all those boxes, then just go back and check them again, and it will auto roll and adjust your stats for you. If you if you roll, because you have to roll over your current score, you basically have to fail the roll to increase your skill.
Okay. So after we check, we
Yep.
click it again.
And some of them might be automatically filled because those demons and dragons are also auto checked. And right now, nobody's at, and the highest any skill can get to is 18. But once you get something to 18, then you can pick a heroic ability for it. Also, I can hand out heroic abilities as rewards for completing quests and so forth.
I missed how many boxes we get to check, John.
4 total.
4 total.
I increase. Listen,
Oh yeah,
I got 50% increase.
Yeah.
My awareness and my, I think it was hunting and fishing, both went up by 1.
Okay.
So you click all 4 and then you do what?
Then you click on
so
the
once
little
you've selected
arrow
them,
up button.
and then you click on that little arrow that shows up, and it will do the roll to give you the increase or not.
Oh, okay, I think
Depending
I
on how
already
you-
did that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do that right. Whoops. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have gone to a 9. It should have gone to an 8. There we go.
Cool. Well, we did it.
You did do it. You survived your first session. Somebody nearly died. Great
Yeah.
success.
Great success.
Yes.
All right. Well.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, let's fuck off. Real quick before we do fuck off. Skin City's live on Kickstarter right now. If you haven't backed it yet, go fucking back it. There's the link. Because Skin City is great and you want to back it. Okay.
It is.
Bye-bye.
Bye.